right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you may be watching this video. I want to welcome you all to tax season 22. This is for the CSP, our client service professionals, which in other terms are our receptionists. If you're watching this video, it's because you are one of our receptionists here in the tax offices. My name is Will Cruz. I'm the district manager for Houston 4, which is here in Northeast Houston. I'm going to take about 30 minutes of your time today in regards to your brand new training that you're going to have to take. So let me share my screen here and I will start the presentation that I have for you all. All right. All right, so again, this is the welcome to tax season 22 for our client service professionals. Click it here, there you go. All righty, so I am going to go over this time with you today to kind of walk you through what your training is going to look like for the next few days and the weeks coming. As you can see here on top, this section here is a welcome to TS22, that means tax season 22. And this is a district manager instructor-led training. It's supposed to last about 45 minutes or so, okay? If you look down here, and we'll go over this in greater detail, but this is called your training passport. These are the classes that you're going to be taking in our Block Academy portion of DNA, okay? Your office leader can walk you through where to find these classes, and it tells you here how much time you get paid for each class. Okay, as you can see here, this is paid training. This is 45 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, an hour and a half, and so forth. Okay, so start with section 1, which is this one here. This is the welcome to TS22, led by myself, 45 minutes. After that, we all get into the enhancing the client expectations section. Okay, those are a total of 4 classes, and we will talk more about what this pink class means. It's called the Creating Client Connections Lab. There's 2 that are going to show pink, and those 2 classes are pink here, and then also it shows here VILT. That means Virtual Instructor-Led Training. That is in red. That is a actual real class in live time with a real instructor in a virtual setting. So meaning that you're going to take this on your computer, okay, and there's going to be a live person speaking to you or giving you that class, but you have to register for the class, and we'll talk more about how you can do that, okay? But this is the Enhancing Client Expectations section of it. Providing exceptional value, okay? This is the other virtual instructor-led training course. That one's called the Small Business Client Journey for TS22, okay? And then all the other ones, as you can see, self-study, self-study, self-study. This one here is all self-study. What self-study means is that you take that by yourself, and it's content that that's built into the training, that you take it as you go, and it doesn't need an instructor to walk you through it. Self-study, so you do it yourselves, okay? Now, let's get into the virtual courses that you have to register. So there's 2 classes that you're gonna have to register for, and the first one revolves around small business. And here at H&R Block, we have a small business imperative that we are really trying to go after. Since last year, we started this imperative where we are trying to reach out to small businesses, so that way we can help out all the small businesses in our area, because the numbers and analytics show that there is a great number of small businesses that continue to flourish here in the Houston area and throughout the country. So why would a small business owner choose H&R Block? That might be one of the questions, okay? And that's to strengthen the spirit of entrepreneurship and help small businesses owners thrive. For those of you who know someone has a small business, or you might do something on the side, small business is something big, and a lot of small business owners do not know some of the things or some of the tax implications that come from running a small business. Okay, and we're going to be here to help these individuals with that. Okay, now remember this small business journey is exactly what it is, a journey. Okay, it's not a sprint to the finish line. It's quality, not just quantity. We want to offer and make sure that we offer the right products and our services to these small business individuals. Who are our small business clients, you might ask? We have small business clients that just understand. Sorry, we have small business clients that understand they have a small business and that their tax needs are different. Okay. Many of our small business clients don't consider themselves a small business. Okay. Some of the small business clients fit into one of these three segments. So we've all heard of, like, people that have like a side hustle or like a gig on the side. That's actually considered a small business. Okay. New startups, there's a ton of new startups that happen every single year. And then there's established business owners, okay, the ones that have had their small business for a good while already. Primary ways we help small business clients. We make small businesses taxes easy. We provide small businesses bookkeeping. We offer smart payroll that helps businesses grow. Those are some of the ways that we help these small business clients. Now we have to understand that everyone plays a role in this. Okay, you all, as our receptionists, as our clients, our CSPs, client service professionals, you all play a very huge portion of this, because you all are the ones that, for the most part, answer all of the inbound calls. And it's very important that we, as you're making these appointments for these clients, you understand who you can book these small business clients once you ask them the appropriate questions, and we'll all go through that with you, how to ask questions and how to identify these small business clients, but that we all book them with the appropriate tax professional that can help them. There's at least one person in every office that can do a small business return. Okay, your job is to get with your office leader and identify who these people are, so that way we can help these small business customers. So this year, we're going to keep it at it. We're going to keep at it. Sorry, I'm going to keep at it. We're going to keep going, keeping with the same products and the same services, just executing even better. Okay, just like we did last year. And like I said, remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. The whole goal is to get these clients confidence and let them know that we have the expertise to do their small business tax return. Okay, so now let's go back to the virtual classes that you have to register for. Okay, the Creating Client Connections Lab, that's that one class you need to register for. Okay, your office leader can help you register for those and sign up for those. And please choose the earliest class you can that works well with your schedule. Okay, and then there's the Block Advisor Small Business Client Journey as well. Okay, register for that one also. Okay, and finally, I want to end with serving clients safely. There's new office standards from last year. As we all know, this whole COVID situation is ever changing. As the new year begins, we see an increased amount of COVID cases, okay, with the new strand and the new variant. The office protocols are going to be ever changing every single time. Okay, so tax office social distancing standards, separate hours. Hold on, give me a minute. By separate hours, if we have customers that really don't feel, that they don't want to come into the office when there's other people in there, several things that we can do. One, we can have them upload their documents and send them to us, and the tax preparer will still do their taxes. Or two, we can also book an appointment for them to come in earlier. Just get with your office leader and the tax professional who's going to be doing that tax return either before or after office hours. Okay. Masks are not mandatory anymore in our offices, especially here in Texas. They are still encouraged. If you are fully vaccinated and you have uploaded your vaccination card into Workday, you do not need to wear a mask in the office. But if you want to and you still choose to, that's absolutely fine. Customers are not required as well to wear masks, but they are encouraged. Okay. And under no circumstances may we ask anyone their vaccination status. Okay. If we see someone walk into the office, we can't say, excuse me, sir, sir, ma'am, are you vaccinated because you don't have a card? You don't have a face mask. Cannot do that. You cannot ask anyone's vaccination status. Okay, big no-no. Cleaning and disinfecting, that's going to continue as we've been doing in the past. I think it's worked out very well, where we clean after each individual person that visits the desk in the office, and we clean it very well, wipe it down. And what to do if you don't feel well? That's plain and simple. If you don't feel well, don't come into work. Okay. After you start feeling better, then that's fine. Okay. If you get a positive COVID test, then we'll talk through it and we'll walk through it with the procedures that we have in place for that. But we'll talk about them. We'll handle them. If I'm not saying if, because I know it's going to happen in one of the offices where someone's going to test positive, but we'll figure that out then when it happens and what the procedures state that we need to do with all the variables. Okay. I think that's my last slide here. It is, yes. So let me go back here again now. So I covered that really quickly, but the main part is to get your training completed, to get those virtual classes registered and completed as well. But at the same time, welcome, to HR Block. For those of you that are new, for those that are returning, welcome back. This year, I believe in, and I know it's going to be a tremendous year for us. Okay. One thing that I do want to mention and talk to everyone about is that this year we're continuing our virtual imperative as well, meaning that we have to realize that everything that we do now involves a virtual component, meaning that when a client calls into the office and says, I want to book an appointment, our job, your job as a CSP is obviously one, to make an appointment, some type of appointment, okay? Either to come and see us physically in the office, but at the same time, if they come, are they going to come into the office? I still need everyone to tell the client and have them try to upload their documents into their MyBlock application, okay? The reason for that is because if they start uploading their documents before they come into the office, the tax preparer can begin the tax return before they even get there. Okay, talk to the clients when they call in, be like, I want to make an appointment for tomorrow 5 p.m. Sure, you want to come in? We can definitely do that. Now, Mr. Client, you're scheduled to come in tomorrow at 5 p.m., but please go ahead and start uploading your documents into your MyBlock account, so that way by the time you come in, the tax preparer has already started your return with the documents you sent him. Okay, it ends up being so much better, so much easier, because now that hour appointment probably turns into a 30-minute appointment because they already have started it. Okay. Also, we do have a video appointment that you can book any client as well. If they want to have a face-to-face with the client, but they don't want to come in, you could book, the client a video chat appointment. We have 2 computers in the office that have cameras and microphones, so they can do that. And at the same time, your office leader will talk to you more about our approve online process, where a client can just send you the documents, you send them back, they sign it, they pay, and they're done. Okay. Several different things that we can do. Now, as we're making these calling campaign calls, which our office leader is going to talk to you about, make sure that when we're making these calling campaign calls, and these calls are to our prior clients, when you're calling and confirming their appointments, make sure that you tell them, once you confirm the appointment, make sure you tell them to upload their documents into their MyBlock account. Same reasons. We want to get their documents early so we can start on the return and we can move forward and make it easier for them. Okay. Now, if someone doesn't understand how to do it, we can try to walk them through. We can help them, but if not, that's absolutely fine. The whole point is to get the client to do the return with us. Okay. And we're just giving them options on how to do so. Okay. But that's all I have, everyone. I want to thank you so much for this time. Thank you for much, so much for everything that you're going to do in the tax season for us. And I will see almost all of you during my visits into the office. Okay. Have a great day, and I will talk to you all very soon. Goodbye, everybody.